Здесь обитает сёгун Райден. Если ваша догадка верна, скоро вы встретитесь с Синьорой. Всё, на 70. Поговорите с Синьорой. Додзён старший, да.
The
Вот и
way
ты.
people
Кто
charge in here as
захочет,
they
тот и
please.
заходит.
So
Никаких приличий.
uncivilized. If I didn't know this was
Не знала бы я, что
Tenshikaku,
это
I might have
Тенсюкаку.
mistaken
Можно
it for
было бы
some
подумать,
kind
что
of
это
street
какой-нибудь рынок.
market. Have you learned
Теперь
your
это ты
lesson
усвоил
now?
урок?
Oh no! What has she done to
Что она сделала с
Kujo-san?
Сарой? Но она ее не убила, наверное.
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Наказывать инадзумцев за их проступки могу только я. У тебя нет такого права, Синьора.
Then I apologize, almighty Shogun.
Тогда мне очень жаль, Сёгун. Синьора.
I know,
Знаю, всё не
you
может меня
can't get me
забыть.
out of your
Но не надо
mind.
постоянно
But you really
выкрикивать
don't
мое
need to
имя.
call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm
Понимаю, ты
surprised to
ненавидишь
see you
меня.
here.
Я не
I'm well
удивлюсь
aware
тебя
that you
здесь.
hate me
Ты
with the way
следуешь
you
за мной,
follow me
словно дурная
around
тень,
like a
путешественник.
dark shadow.
Ты из-под тишка распространяешь глаза поручи. Ты стремишься захватить власть над Инадзумой.
Ah, so you came to expose my
изобличить
crimes
меня
in
перед
front of the
Сёгуном?
Shogun?
Ладно, не знаю, зачем я читаю, обычно не вслух. Ну ладно.
I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now,
Да,
at
конечно.
least, they get to be building blocks in the
Сейчас будем
grand
с ней
revolution
драться.
to realize
Это было
eternity.
неизбежно еще с Манштата.
Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? In their
Разве это
tiny
не
little
величайшая честь,
lives?
которая озарит их жалкие жизни?
Almighty Shogun,
Поправьте меня, если я
do
не права,
correct me if
всемогущий
I'm
Сёгун.
wrong.
Да, у нее нет комментариев. А еще сердце бога Венти. Ну да, из-за него, из-за него. Вот все думают в первую очередь. Ну, точнее, так мы с ней познакомились.
That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge.
Злопамятный, да.
The Tsaritsa's dream is the
В мире
noblest and
нет ничего
purest
чище
thing in
возвышения
all the
идеалов
world.
царицы.
These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary sacrifices. That's all. You stop me? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down as someone quite so foolhardy. Before you go saying something you can't take
Самый
back,
разыскиваемый
remember that
преступник
you're
Инадзумы.
Inazuma's most wanted criminal. I suggest you consider your circumstance. Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you think it's time you stopped digging? I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status and...
I challenge you
Да ты заговорил.
to a duel before the throne!
На дворцовую дуэль, ту самую, где победитель... Да, но проигравший умирает. Так лучше сказать. Не ожидала, да, сеньора?
Proceed.
Приступайте, а ты будешь попкорн смотреть, кушать, как мы деремся, да?
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too.
Сейчас будем бафаться едой.
I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the
Ты ведь
loser
знаешь, что
must
проигравший
die.
умирает? Ты точно
Are you
хочешь
sure
этого?
this is what you want?
Traveler!
Then I will
Тогда я
deign to
снизойду и
share
разделю
this
с тобой этот
last
танец,
dance with
пока
you.
смерть
Till
не
death do us
разлучит
part.
нас.
A lesson on
Урок силы
harbinger
элегантности
power and
предвестника по вашему
elegance?
желанию.
As you wish.
Стоп, чё? Нельзя забафаться? Что? Блин. Ну да, проблемка. Что-то я ни хера не сношу, по-моему.
Detestable.
Leave it all to me.
Rise.
Ну да, лед ей ничего не наносит, по-моему.
Shine down.
Но где музыка опять?
Propagate!
Где? Давай.
Illusion.
Steady as stone,
rodent.
as a good knight should.
Ну давай.
Play.
И чё, у меня больше нету этих хилов.
Shine down.
Sacred name, fortune preserver.
Ну хоть сверхпроводник-то прошел, а как мне больше никак.
Fast path. I must leave
У
no
меня
stone
больше нету.
unturned.
У меня больше... А, есть, вон.
Into the frozen void.
А где музыка? Чё с музыкой опять?
There is no escape.
Detestable.
Вот, и неужели она начнет что-то сносить?
Terminate!
Где? А у меня нету. Нету этого. А, вон, появился.
Into the frozen void.
Faster.
Давай, щит, рубай.
Illusion shattered.
Что сношу, а будто нифига не сношу. Куда за?
You've got some nerve laying your hands on me. Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler. You have reason to be afraid.
Где это бабочки? Блин, где?
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors.
Leave it all to me.
The pale flame smolders.
Давай. Все. Вторая стадия. Вторая фаза. Лещалая ведьма. Что с музыкой? У меня вопрос.
Someone needs to sit steady.
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated.
Shine down!
Давай, 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 давай.
Dance, my pretties.
Тихо, тихо.
There is no
Every wound
escape!
will heal.
Torn to oblivion!
Leave it all to me.
Scatter!
Rise.
Illusion shattered!
Побежали. Где она?
Who dares call me a
Steady as
witch?
stone.
Опять вихрь? Что, где она? Как тебя бить-то?
Not every
Давай.
wound will heal.
И куда? А, вот.
All must burn.
Ой-ой-ой, ой-ой-ой, ой-ой-ой.
I must leave no
Щит.
stone unturned.
Даже себя не забафал вообще. А что? А
Someone needs
где?
assistance.
Где хилка?
Not every wound will heal.
Life goes on.
There is no escape!
Immolation. A cherished agony. Do you feel it?
Так, где? Где?
Come,
Faster.
put up a fight.
Okay,
Нету.
faster.
Давай, 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 давай.
Go.
Shine down!
Propagate!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Просто всем бьем, чем можем. Эта штука всегда в одном и том же месте появляется. Вон она, вон она. Да бейте, бейте, ты давай. Где? Опять ульта?
Dance, my pretty.
Leave it all to Like faster. Okay, faster.
Not every wound will heal. Not even ashes
Ну
will
где?
remain.
Wow.
Да хватит, сволочь. Где ульта?
I must leave no
Embrace
stone
your
unturned.
searing
As a
reckoning.
dutiful maid would.
Yeah.
Life goes on.
Scatter. Must burn.
Ты что, издеваешься?
Like
А что такое? Я умираю.
Who dares call me a witch?
Да нету этой штуки-то.
Not even. shadows will remain.
Где ты?
Fast.
There is no escape. Not every wound will heal.
Розалина критика за выпал.
Steady as stone.
Propagate!
Rise. Orders given. Orders
Rise.
received.
Shine down!
Давай ульта.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Всё. Я ее одолел.
So strong.
Ты так силен.
But how?
А почему? Райден идет. И что?
I am a Snizhnayan diplomat. You know what happens
Только
if you
тронь
lay
меня,
a
ты знаешь,
finger
что
on
тебя
me,
ждет.
swear.
Клянусь, если ты
If you
поднимешь
strike
на
me,
меня
I
меч,
will
твоя
make sure.
страна
The Fatui will make sure
спасутся,
that
твои
your precious
драгоценные Инадзумы
Inazuma.
такое.
Stop! I
Остановись!
order
Я
you,
приказываю
and
тебе.
you.
Ты и вы тоже. Но
filthy rats!
как я могла?
All of you!
Все. Это даже лучше, оно добьет меня. Я еще больше юзаю эту запушаю.
You
Ты
are the enemy of
враг
eternity.
вечности.
But as the
Но я
victor, I
признаю
acknowledge
честь
your
твоей
honor.
победы. И
Therefore,
потому
I shall allow
можешь
you to leave
покинуть Тенчукаку
Tenchukaku
живым.
alive.
чё с музыкой? Она там должна быть, я знаю. У меня такое было уже, когда я с Люмин встречался. Кто ее нашел. Не знаю, это очень странно. Если мне сейчас удастся, я попробую проверить настройки звука. Все нормально.
Rайден Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right?
Вот просто появилась.
Oh,
Он вдруг стал таким
yeah,
тяжелым.
feels
Должно быть это
suffocating.
всемогущество
Must
Сёгуна.
be the Rайден Shogun's almightiness.
Синьорой мертва. Да, я сам поверил. -1 предвестник Фатуи.
One
Царь
strike from the
Сёгуна и
Shogun, and
Синьоры
now
больше.
Siniora is gone.
Ну ее первая смерть, это прям смерть в Геншине, прям.
She got what she
Она
deserved.
получила по заслугам.
Paimon still
Но
can't
Паймон
help but
все же
feel
немного
upset.
грустно.
Why are they doing
Все
it?
предвестники.
Why are the
Зачем они
Harbingers
собирают
collecting all the
сердце Бога?
Gnosis? Hmm? Traveler, you got a headache?
А, я кликаю.
Chin up. Let's get out of this place.
Я кликаю, давай.
Paimon feels unsettled.
Он, кстати, сам идет. Ничего управлять не надо. Мусу но хитотать.
Also, when the Shogun
Когда
executed
Сёгун казнил
Siniora with the
Синьора,
Muso no
кстати,
Hitotachi,
схватила
it was
невероятная мощь.
unbelievably powerful.
Ладно, я, наверное, лучше
Seems
помолчу.
impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat.
Надеюсь, с Райденом я смогу забавиться. План я и Мико. Просто забыл, что подземелье
So, to
нельзя.
recap,
Сейчас, по идее, не
Miko
подземелье
wants us to
будет.
go
Я из
back
него выйду.
inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god.
Нахуй.
But we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? flapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe.
Ай, QTE-шка.
Are you okay? You're so silent.
Звуки снаружи так шумно. Это типа мои мысли?
Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
О, старые знакомые. Понятно. Она вас спокойнее оставит. О, финальный раунд начался. Он пробудил
There
второй
will
глаз Бога.
always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
Кадзуха. Он парировал ее удар. Все, глаза Бога активируются. Ой, царство и в тюрьме снова.
So we meet again.
Вот мы и встретились снова. А это уже Эй. Где сейчас музыка будет? Биться против босса без музыки. Не знаю, это вообще.
Indulge my curiosity.
Удовлетворите мое любопытство.
What is the
Почему
reason
вы
that I
предстали
find you
передо мной
standing here
вновь?
before me once again?
Эй,
Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my
Yes,
state of
Your Honor.
eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt decree. Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity.
только что касается вечности.
The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit
Еще охоту на
approval.
глаза Бога, которую я одобряю.
The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago. Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations, are they not?
Пэй.
Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf. That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well.
Кстати, да, что-то даже скриншотика никакого не сделал. Как я мог это не сделать? Вот делай. Конечно, как можно его не сделать было? У нас пока диалоги идут, но не важно. Разогревчик перед боем.
Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you?
Я здесь не для того, чтобы оспаривать твои идеи. Я пришел разбить их.
So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me.
Еще разочек. Ну все. Бой-то будет?
Excessive yearning leads to inevitable
Да
destruction.
неужели? А, кстати, тихо. Бля, не могу! Ну все. Тогда я, возможно, проиграю.
You are an enemy that requires special attention. Leave it all to me.
Terminate!
А, нет, кстати, я нормально, я сношу.
Inferior. Faster.
Как будто бы.
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
Wow.
Блин, бегай.
Strike dead. Lightning falls on the
Faster?
land of eternity.
Okay, faster. Yeah.
Имба, я прошел.
Opening box of Adepti
Inferior.
Да куда ты опять убежала, Райден?
Oh, wow.
Да ёп.
As a good knight should. Steady as
Strike
stone.
dead. Torn to oblivion. You are an enemy that requires special attention.
Ладно, как ты не убегать?
There is no escape.
Райден против Райдена. Ага.
Leave it all to me.
Вот сейчас проводник как-то ну проходит. А что так много сделать? Блин.
Instabilities will be removed.
Okay, faster.
А, все, она мне заблокировала.
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
Надо
Faster.
продержаться.
Okay.
Я чисто уклоняюсь.
Someone needs assistance.
Мы это не переключаемся, иначе он умрет.
Someone needs assistance.
Вот. Опять тебя победить нельзя было. Вот, та самая вещица от Мико.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Miko,
Мико,
this was your doing?
это твоих рук дело?
Now,
Не
now,
забывай.
don't forget who
Кто
taught you
научил
how to
тебя
place your consciousness in
вкладывать
objects.
сознание в предметы.
Surely you
Ты
don't
ведь не
think your
думаешь,
ambition
что
alone
одно лишь
is
твое
enough to shake
желание
A's
поможет
will, do
одолеть
you?
волю Эй.
Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you.
Очень круто.
Now then, close your eyes.
We can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Вторая фаза. Так что, на меч достает? Музыка топ. О, стоп.
Someone needs assistance.
Как давно я этого ждал?
Your verdict is decided.
Go. Orders given. Orders
Fleeting
received.
shadow.
Time to clean up.
Spring forth!
Your verdict is decided.
Ну что-то я не особо не спрошу, ни хера.
All desire can be broken. Thunder. Inazuma shines eternal.
Проводник работает.
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Opening box of Adepti tricks. As a good night should.
Да, нельзя.
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Life goes on.
Не, ну так-то я и лучше сношу все равно, да нормально.
Germinate!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Your verdict is decided. This world, there is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Orders given. Orders received.
Вот сейчас хороший урон прошел.
All will be severed.
Leave it all to me.
This world, a fleeting shadow. All desire can be broken.
Faster.
Illusion shattered. Your verdict is decided.
Кстати, я хилю. Прям хорошо хилю.
Your verdict
Возможно,
is
это
decided.
из-за этих желаний. Не, ну тогда я ее одолею, в принципе. Она меня не
Opening box
победит.
of Adepti tricks.
Your
Я
verdict is
наслаждаюсь
decided.
боем.
To oblivion.
Ой-имба, бой.
I must leave no stone
Это
unturned.
самый
Time
лучший
to
бой.
clean up.
Ну уже меньше половины. Какая разница, сколько я ее буду бить?
Life goes on.
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Spring forth!
All will be severed.
Wow. Last orders given. Orders received.
Now you shall perish. Without yearning, all returns to silence.
Go.
All will be severed. There is no escape.
As a beautiful maid would.
Sa! Yeah, yeah.
Sacred name. Fortune is
A fleeting shadow. Illusion shattered. Torn to
All will be
oblivion.
severed. Leave it all to me.
Propagate! Yeah.
Guys,
Shine down! Your verdict is decided.
Scatter!
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Spring forth!
Музыка пропадает иногда, правда, да?
Your verdict is decided.
Все, я почти.
opening doors is tricks. Fast.
Illusion shattered! This world, a fleeting shadow. Now you shall perish without yearning. All returns to silence.
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up.
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Давай,
Shine down.
добивай ее. Все. Ух,
You've lost, eh?
ты проиграла, эй. Да ладно, я прошел, да. Не, ну это было несложно. Даже без бафов я прошел все. Потому что я не рассчитал, я кое-что забыл.
Yes, I have.
О, сейчас скриншотиков понаделаем. Да. Но, видимо, в шоке.
Why can you not trust your people and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue?
Да.
There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward.
Ну, в Лиюэ так и произошло.
So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring.
Отлично. Вечность. Вечность —
Eternity.
единственный путь.
Eternity is the only
Какие у
way.
меня... Ну, не важно. Я уже об этом говорил. Так.
When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every thunder sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles.
Бедственный порядок.
Irrelevant
Для меня это
nonsense as
пустые
far as I'm
слова.
concerned. When all's said and done, all you really
Словом,
want
ты
is to
хочешь
protect your
просто
beloved
вечно
Inazuma
защищать
forever
свою
and
любимую
ever.
Инадзуму,
Isn't
так?
that right?
Это
That
слишком общие
would be
слова.
something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed.
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention, your divine gaze.
You mean visions?
Глаза Бога.
Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me,
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
but it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why not? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
Ну да, сколько она тут была? Одна.
I
Да, нечего и сказать.
have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you.
О
Let me
нет,
tell you
она
all that
будет
has
об этом
happened over the last few
еще
centuries.
несколько столетий рассказывать.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably
Надо
take me
сотня,
another few
другая
centuries to
лет,
relay it
все
to
уже.
you.
Ну, как я и говорил, да, так и получилось. Она ее развеселила.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation
Детский
this
лепет
is.
какой-то. Ладно, наверное, последний сделаем еще. Конец уже, я думаю, скоро. Ну, интересно, интересно.
Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt decree.
Ну вот хорошо.
But, with regards to eternity and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning.
Как всегда, Мико, да.
As promised, the Rайден Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of Euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds,
Эти встретились Гора,
to bring victory,
Тома,
to inspire hope.
Аяка, Саю.
But some
Kazuha.
ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends.
Какоми.
They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
У кого ульта зарядилась? Но это еще ведь не особо так конец, да? Следующий у меня Сумеру город. Страна, регион. Как угодно. И Дендра Архонт.
So what did you guys do in the Rайден Shogun's plane of Euthymia anyway?
А, ну Пайман не было, как всегда, сам понятно.
Is the Vision Hunt decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. Paimon was super worried, you know. So maybe the reason Yaimiko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us. Let's go find her.
Ну. О, сколько медалей. Вон Мико. Видимо, у Цуцы ульта зарядилась.
Why, hello, if it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here.
Пошли она.
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed. Defeating Siniora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations.
Вот именно, что в равном бою. Я никаких зелек не бах. А еще не было музыки, с чего у меня горит до сих пор.
Still,
Почему
you did
такое
end up
происходит?
victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Потом же музыка в итоге появилась.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once.
Да, всего лишь убили предвестника.
They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another
А,
notice.
ну да, кстати. Она к ним за этим приходила.
Wait a second. Did you say gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece.
Ну и что она у тебя делает? Я так до сих пор не понял. Что она не может делать?
That's the one.
Я же,
You
блин, на
see one
спойлере.
too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Шахматная фигурка, да. На ферзя похоже.
Oh,
Оу.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
Нет, она отдала его Скоромуче.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the balladeer exactly?
Сказитель, а она сказала, что какую-то там магию использовала, и он упал к ее коленам. Ну, понятно.
The balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to
Да, у них там
Синьора.
чем номер ближе к единице, тем сильнее. Синьора была 8, Чайлд 11, Сказитель, Скоромуче 6.
I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
Я понял.
You did. For once, Paimon just
Вот
does not
вопрос
know what to
хороший,
say.
хороший вопрос.
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it.
Некуда было класть.
As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan?
Ну да, так бы меня, может, убили.
Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree.
Ну,
The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis. Well, what's done is done, and Paimon heartily thinks we'll be getting it back now. Let's leave the past in the past. So anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here today.
It's to thank you.
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end,
Да, к
has it not?
сожалению. Хотя еще будут, наверное, задания легенд там.
As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events
Вообще
of the
будем
past.
вопросики спрашивать.
What would you like to know about?
Ой, сколько. Ну, давай все по порядку. У меня больше... А, тут 4 вопроса.
That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its origins. Still, there is one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a prototype puppet.
Так.
So, you mean there are 3 Rайден Shoguns?
No, the prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test.
Мне уже намекнули, кто это.
The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness.
Все, это
Until
Скоромуче. Это,
The Fatui
это
took an
он
interest in him.
официально
Not the
подтверждение.
Fatui.
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable than his original specifications. The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis. and the
И
prototype
поэтому он
puppet is now
считается
known
как
as
сын
the
Райдена.
What
Balladeer.
what
Это
a
поворот.
crazy story!
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few citizens of Inazuma are aware of this.
Она рассказала.
Morat's told us. He said that the Electro Archon ball has passed away.
А, бал это... Бал это значит прошлое, да.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were two twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Да, вот кто всего это Эй, да?
Twin gods?
Так получается.
They won the Archon War together, and when
Baal
Baal
снова
established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or
Все,
shadow
значит,
warrior.
Вельзевул.
In other words, she acted as Baal's body double.
Ну, стало немного попонятнее, да, спасибо.
Beelzebul is A, with
Да.
whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto.
Вельзевул Эй, Бал, Макото. Все, вот теперь все понятно.
As far as the world was aware, there were not two, but one.
Да,
They
я понял.
complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly.
Она была в
So there was
Ютубе.
no need for the public to know the truth. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right up until
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must
Она,
have been
видимо,
super
младшая.
hard on A.
Да, конечно, вот из-за этого все это и произошло. Так, кстати, Конриах.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest
И
loss.
по сути это можно, да. Но вот оправдывает ли это издевательство для того, что она избавилась от скоромухи? Ну, не знаю, может, оправдывает. Я не могу на нее злиться.
Paimon feels like she understands A lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
О моей сестре.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you
Я еще ничего
described.
не упомянул.
But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced.
То есть мы подозреваем каждый архонт, что это неизвестная богиня.
Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia
А
in
тебе
the
казалось,
process.
что это она?
That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward, don't you think?
Don't worry. We aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
I wish you the best of luck. May you soon discover the truth behind it all. As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it.
Спасибо,
And I will also
спасибо.
borrow some of Ayato's people from the Shiumatsuban. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you. After leaving Inazuma, I think it
Sumeru.
would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into lots of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for
Мудрости.
wisdom and knowledge is never ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best.
Я больше не
Are
трогаю.
you sure? Okay then. Oh, traveler. Do you still have the omamori I gave you?
Сохранил.
Keep it safe.
И
Is
всё.
that all you intend to do with it? There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than
какая
Yae Miko,
ты
the wise and
скромная.
beautiful.
Who in their right mind would do
Кто так
that?
вообще делает? Она.
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition? I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
Все. Глава закончена. Это, видимо, Архонда, да, задание? Я еще проверю. Так, для интереса. Сейчас уже закончу. Вот это, да? Глава 4. А, то есть еще немножечко продолжается, да, наверное? Создание легенд. А, открылась! Давайте примем сразу. Я сразу приму. Все. Да, и прикольно, что у меня она уже есть. Райден. Так. Сейчас посмотрим. Ладно, если могу еще по идее покрутить оружие. Лего! Что? А я там... Нет, это не то! Это оружие кинича! А что значит X? Да. Так и что делать? Бля, я не очень понимаю. А нормально, что он закончится через 24 часа? Тут отменить. Но мне нужна сияющая жатва. Почему мне выпало не то? Это не то. Где, да? Крути еще раз. Ага, теперь оно не выпадет. Почему мне выпало не то? Ну, блин, не могло бы так хорошо сейчас все закончиться. Ну. А, я могу еще, кстати, купить. Вот это. Могу 2 купить. Не, ну я же правильно все понимаю, да? Ну, не знаю, этот меч может мне все равно пригодится. Только почему мне выпал он? Почему не жатва выпала? Почему? Точно теперь не выпадет. Все, последняя попытка. Понятно. Ну все, пошел сюда. Все, до свидания.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.